Hi, I'm Simon Thomas and this is Friction Tip of the Week. This week we're going to talk about the sequence of the backswing of the golf swing. There's a lot of debate about which is better, a wide arc on the backswing or an early load or early set in the backswing. My belief is that you need to consider how far each part of the golf swing travels. This is very, very critical. If we assume our structure position and just make a slow motion backswing, as we take the club to the top, if you just look at the different distances everything travels, the distance my club head has to travel, my hands have to travel, my shoulders have to travel, and then my core or my hips travel. So as I move the club away from where the ball would be, you can see that the thing that travels by far the furthest is the club head. Well, it starts at the ball level, it works its way back and up and behind my head. If we compare that to how far the shoulders are going to travel, from starting position to end position in the backswing, there's not a huge amount of movement. Logic would now dictate that if I want to make a really good backswing in the correct sequence, because of the distances everything has to travel, this thing has to travel first. The club head has to start moving before everything else. And in sequence, the correct sequence would be the club head, followed by the hands, followed by the arms, followed by the shoulders, and finally followed by the hips with a tiny amount of knee movement. And that's the sequence we want to move everything away from the ball. So if we went first, and we're going to move the club head first, and just doing this in slow motion to make it nice and easy. Club head's moving first, the hands are now travelling, the arms are travelling, the shoulders are starting to coil, and as the shoulders coil, the hips and the left knee get pulled as well. Doing that once more. Club head first, hands, arms, shoulders, hips, left knee. If you want to hit consistent golf shots, you need a stable top of the backswing position because the transition from backswing into downswing is critical to achieving consistency. If we've got a lot of movement, we're going to have a lot of waving around of the golf club. We're going to have the balance of the golf club changing, which is going to be detrimental to being able to make a consistent golf swing. If we load the club earlier, two things are going to happen. As the club head moves, the arms rotate. As the arms rotate, the right elbow's folding. The right elbow is now in a position to support the golf club in the backswing. So as we move away, the right elbow is now supporting the golf club and taking you up over the right shoulder. We're now in a very stable and in-balanced position of the golf club. From there, we've got a really good chance of making a good downswing. From a wide takeaway, the right elbow isn't going to load correctly, it's in the wrong position. So as we move away, the elbow's probably going to want to climb, kind of in a cricketing style. And from there, there has to be a correction. So it'll be wide. The correction's usually going to drop the club off plane. What we're after is stability. Club in balance for good golf shots. That's our Friction Tip of the Week.